waiting for other delegates to join the session, but since people have joined, we'll start now. So, welcome to the P4P Talks. P4P Talks is about developing professionals, individuals, and teams using expert insights that are appropriate for personal, business, and career growth. And this session, P4P Talks, is powered by P4PE Limited. Now, who is P4PE Limited? P4PE Limited is an institution that provides bespoke solutions for business growth, organizational development, HR transformation, and AI analytics in Nigeria and West Africa. Our vision in P4P is to be the mid-sized business community growth advisor. We provide solutions and advisory services to enable growth. We are passionate about growth, organizational growth, personal growth, career growth, advancement, and all. We've had the opportunity to work with different sectors, and we have different brands. We have the P4P brand, we have the HR Outlook, which is the annual conference. We also have the Let's Read. I can see one of my Let's Read subscribers. Yeah, and we have so many other brands. Now, my name is Jane. I'll be your host for the session, Jane Gates. So I'll be at the chat box. If you have questions, if you have concerns, if you need to ask questions, if you need to make anything, just raise up your hand. Use the react button on your screen to raise up your hand, or type whatever you want to type in the chat box. Now, our session protocol. Please, we beg you, once you join the session, kindly mute your audio and turn off your video. And you can speak on the facilitator's invitation. If the facilitator or the speaker does not invite you, please don't speak. You can only type on the comment section. Now, feel free to ask questions, comments, concerns on the chat box. I and my team members will be there to assist. So I would like to hand over this P4P webinar to Mr. Draw. He'll be handling today's talk. Please feel free to ask questions. Make sure that you don't leave this P4P talk session as you are. Come with question, ask question, put your ear down and listen to everything we want to teach. All right, I will hand over to Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe, you have the floor. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, and thank you, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me and you can see me clearly. Please confirm I am audible enough, and then you can see me. Just say yes in the chat box, and that will do. Thank you, Sam. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, everyone. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. So my name is Joel Omike, and I will be taking this particular session. I'm a trusted advisor. I'm an author. I'm a speaker. I'm a career coach. I'm also an executive leader, as the case is. My specialty is in growth, in advancement, in development, and also in ensuring that organizations are able to deliver the value that they expect to deliver, as the case is. In this particular session, we shall be looking at the future of work with AI and why this is necessary. Because, I mean, we have run a lot of sessions. I'm sure you've also attended a lot of sessions on what AI can do and what AI is currently doing in various areas. But it is time for us now to look futuristic and ask ourselves, as the time progresses down the line, what are we going to see? what are some changes, what are some advancements we're going to see down the line that would demonstrate that, yes, AI is here for good. So in this particular session, we shall be looking at some trends. What are some trends in various industries, in various professions, as the case is, and how these trends are affecting our businesses. We also look at a few best practices around being responsible with AI in terms of its development, in its deployment, in its use in various areas. And then we shall also discuss the societal impacts of ethical AI in various areas. Then we shall throw in at the end of the session two or three practical cases to help you have a feel of the AI systems as the case is. Some of you on this call are already used to generative AI. And so you're able to use ChatGPT, you can query it, you can get answers and stuff like that. Today we shall kick it up a notch. We will not discuss ChatGPT in any of our sessions today. So assume that ChatGPT is like for babies. So this session is going to take you up a little bit higher beyond what you do with ChatGPT down the line. In terms of our content, this is our agenda for the day and how we're going to progress. First, we'll look at a few terminologies, things you need to know in AI. So when you speak, people know that, yes, this person understands what he's talking about at this point in time. And then we shall also look at the trends in AI, some of the future use of AI in business, the tasks that are being impacted by AI today, not necessarily profession, because I mean, for a while, people have been afraid that their profession is being taken over by AI. But we shall look at certain tasks that are being affected by AI. Then we'll see how you can work more creatively, right? I mean, there are tools that have empowered you, and that's the beauty of AI. It levels the playing field between being a highly skilled individual and just being able to have no skill and use basic skills and basic activities at that point. And then we shall look at the future of music and then look at a few guides and tools you can walk away with at this point in time. So let's get started first. Let's start with a few terminologies that are common in AI and why these terminologies are important. I'm going to glance through them without spending too much time on it. When you get your material, you can read further on these particular things. Here, there are about 12 of them, 12 terms that is important. They are what we call the AI lingo, all right? A few of them you may know. Maybe perhaps you are used to GPT. I mean, that is very common, GPT, right? GPT being generative pre-trained transformer. So each time we call ChatGPT. What are we saying? We are saying that it is a chat that has been pre-trained to transform what we give to it and then generate answers for us at that point in time. So it's AI's way of having conversations and responding in such a way that it feels like it's a human being. It's a human talking to you. If you can put a microphone or a speaker to AI when you chat with it on ChatGPT, tendency is that the responses it gives to you will look as if it's having a conversation with you. There are sometimes when you prompt it and it will respond and tell you, say, okay, I hear you want to do this. Let me generate it for you. So that's an example of having a conversation. And you can actually train your AI. You tell it that before you respond, talk to me. Don't just give me the answer, all right? Or each time I make you a request for each new day, please greet me nicely. And then tendency is that it will begin to do those things over time. Other terminologies that you may be familiar with is the Generative Adversarial Network, GAN, the GANS. And this is AI's teamwork. You know, we work as teams in the office. So AI also works as a team. So GAN is AI's way of working together as a team. So one section of it creates, the other section critiques, and the other section produces what is requested at that point. Now, remember when you prompt it, you can ask it to critique the information that's this. So say, please help me to generate ideas around this. And then it gives you those ideas. You say, please critique this idea on whether they are feasible or viable. And it will give you a response. So that's AI working with his team. There is internal team members that AI has. When you say, give me ideas, on how to go to the moon, as an example. It will give you different kinds of ideas. But it will not call his team member that checks for whether those ideas are viable or not. But he said, look, can you critique this idea on viability? It will not call the team member, please come. We need information here, whether this is possible or not. That's the GAN at that point in time. So whenever I see AI doing those things, those are examples. So it's an example of being able to be creative at that point in time. There are diffusion models, there are transformer models. ChatGPT is a type of transformer model also. There's prompt engineering. All of us are used to prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is the way you talk, is the language of engaging, of discussing with AI at that time. So that's your prompt engineering. Then there are other things like fine-tuning. Maybe you prompted it initially, and then there are certain things that the way you responded is not the way you wanted it. Then you prompt it again, prompt again, until you get something that you want at that point in time. Interestingly, as you're making those prompts, the AI is fine-tuning and learning from you at that point in time. So think of it as AI trying to wear a suit, like this suit I'm wearing. All right. AI, as you're talking to that AI, it is adjusting its response as if it's a suit, according to the way you want it to wear that particular suit at that point in time. Then there's what is called zero-shot learning. And this is where AI does all its tasks. And this is what it is trained for. It does not need any prior knowledge or examples or experience in an area for it to speak about that area. It is trained to respond. Initially, when AI started, the first few years, the first few months when we had AI, there were a lot of times when you ask AI something, you say, I don't understand. I am not programmed for that. I don't have those information. You notice there are less and less of AI tell you that it doesn't understand or that it is not programmed like that at that point in time. Okay? So, there are, just like you have zero-shot learning, there's also few-shot learning, where you teach AI with just a few examples. So, for example, you say, okay, AI, I want to tell you about Kuma Village, and AI doesn't know Kuma Village. You know, I say in Kuma Village, people there are extremely tall. They are about 7 to 8 feet in height, as the case is. People in Kuma Village are usually blue in color. People from Kuma Village, they usually eat only in the midnight. They don't eat during the days. That is AI learning a few things from the things you've said so far at that point. In answer AI, I just met a man, that this man is 7 feet and he's blue in color. Where is he from? AI will tell you instantly that he's from Kuma Village. Why? Because of the small information you've given to it. Those few short details have helped it to learn at that time. In the market also, you hear people talking about ethical AI, responsible AI. This is just ensuring that AI is fair, right? The way it treats one set of people is the way it treats another set of people. AI is safe. It does not tell us to do something that is wrong. Remember the movie, iRobot, where Will Smith was the main character in that particular movie. There are 3 laws that were given to all the robots, all right? I think one of the laws says they should protect human beings. The second law says that they should protect themselves so long as it does not violate the first law, all right? So that's an example of ethical practice in that robot. The robot cannot harm a human being because it's part of the ethical programming expected. So AI today is not expected, it's not supposed to harm human beings in their use of it. Although we have had lawsuits in various areas where some individuals have sued AI companies because their use of AI had led to them experiencing some mishap down the line, so to speak. This is why today we're saying we need to ensure that AI speaks very well. Okay, now having said that much, what exactly is, what are the future trends of artificial intelligence? For one thing, AI will become even more integrated into personal and professional spheres. In your personal life, in your personal activities, and in our professional environment, we'll have AI that is user-friendly on various platforms that allow people who are not experts to behave, to act, to execute, and do things as if they are experts. For business, individual tasks, even in creative and research projects at that time. Now let's look at a few of these statistics that shows us some of the trends that we are seeing. Now there was a research that was carried out by World Economic Forum in 2025. I think that was in February, some 2 months ago. They launched their 2025 Future of Jobs report. And it's interesting. Now I've extracted a few information from inside it here, just to give you a glimpse of what is going on in this particular space. The first one, they say technology is going to have the biggest impact on the future of jobs. Almost every job will have an element of technology in it. Technology will be the most disruptive force that is shaping the labor work. By their estimation, technology will create about 19 million new jobs as we move into the future. And at the same time, it is going to displace about 9 million jobs at that time. That's interesting. Well, so when people say that AI is taking over their job, but as AI is taking the job, you see 19 out of 9. AI will take 9, but it will bring opportunity for 19 other jobs as the case is. So if you are an individual who thinks that AI is about to take your job, there are 20 other jobs being created by AI. What should you do? It's time for you to work and increase your skills. And the top 3 skills, very, very important in the near future in terms of technology, is AI-driven data analysis, networking, and cybersecurity. Today, everything is about cybersecurity. There is none of us on this particular platform that has not been hacked before, or somebody has not attempted to hack us, as the case is. So it's a major issue, and people with those skills, we are looking for them seriously. Finally, is technology literacy. What do you know about technology? Some of us who work in various offices, the only thing we know in technology is Microsoft Office. In fact, we don't even know the complete Microsoft Office. We only know Word, small Excel, PowerPoint, we are struggling with it. And yet, the feature that is coming to us, Microsoft Office is useless in the future we are going to. Meanwhile, that's the skill we all have. That's to show you that we're in trouble in that area. The second one is the evolving relationship between machines and humans. For employers, there is no need for us to either automate the tasks that we have or augment. Augmenting means half AI, half human being. Automation is 100% AI at that point in time. For employers, this signals a need for us to rethink our various strategies. All right, we need to adopt models that leverage technology so we can continue to be useful in the future. The shift underscores the importance for preparing staff for the future of work so that they can be AI-driven at that point in time. The third one is skills disruption. We use it that AI is disrupting our skills, But from the statistics, it's showing that the disruption is slowing down. AI has almost finished disrupting skills. This report shows that 39% of jobs will be disrupted in the future, unlike before that it was 57%. So you can see that it is gradually slowing down. Some jobs are gradually disappearing. An example, I don't know if they still have secretaries. Secretaries are a dead job. Do they have typists? Do they still have typists? Dead job. We don't need them again in the world that we are in. So we need to upskill, continuous learning, reskill as a way to get used to some of these particular things that is necessary in the future. The fourth one are the skills that are in demand. This slide is not very clear, but when you get your material, you see it very well. According to this particular insight, it demonstrated that there are certain skills, hard skills and soft skills that are important. So don't think that all you need is soft skills or think that all you need is hard skills. No, you need a combination of the two. Companies have noted that there are certain competencies that require technical proficiency, interpersonal skills, emotional intelligence, and commitment to lifelong learning. These are critical skills that are required for the future, all right? And then once we have those particular skills, so let me see if I can blow this up. So you can see here very clearly, analytical thinking, resilience, flexibility, and agility. All of you who feel that you don't like your job being changed, every time my manager has changed my job, The future requires number 2 skill is ability to adapt immediately your job changes. Number 3, leadership and social influence. Number 4, creative thinking. 5, motivation and self-awareness. Every time we're waiting to be motivated, my manager has not motivated me. My organization has not motivated. What have they done to motivate? In the future, they don't need those who are not self-motivated. Why? How many AI do you think is waiting for motivation? Or how many robots they say, today you need to speak to me in such a nice way before I can get motivated. It doesn't work that way. Number 6 is technological literacy. What is technological literacy? Python, Power BI, the ability to use those technological skills. We require them. After we finish the first 5 skills, the next thing is you still have to do the work. And that is where we require at that point in time to get the job done, as the case is. Now let's talk about generative AI. Okay, so let me return this back. Okay. So generative AI is also impacting jobs since the introduction of ChatGPT. And guess what? ChatGPT is 2.5 years old. Since its introduction in 2022, it has grown rapidly. So rapidly that it is now a language. It's about an expression entering inside the dictionary. ChatGPT it. Just like we say, Google it. Google it is a word, right? In dictionary. Now ChatGPT is about to enter the dictionary as a daily expression for researching using AI. So generative AI enables us to interact with technology, have conversations as if they are human beings, and it reduces the barriers with respect to the use of technology. If you can engage ChatGPT, you can use any technology. If you can ask it questions and it responds to you, then clearly you can be able to respond at that point in time. Number 6, there is also some top strategies that organizations are adopting in order to respond to these changes. One, they are running training programs and regular training programs on their staff to ensure that their staff are well educated. They are also growing recognition of continuous development in various environments. There's a boost of productivity, there's a boost of competitiveness because of the training programs that they are running regularly. Then talent retention is very critical because it doesn't make sense you finish training your staff, they resign and go. So retention is critical. And because retention is critical, organizations are focusing on the things that their staff need in order to ensure that they are retained. And please note, when we say talent retention, we're not talking about all staff. We're only talking about talented staff in the organization. So if your job is not a critical job and you're not a talent in the organization has no business retaining you within the organization at that point in time. But those who are doing critical jobs, who are good at their job, the organization knows that if they lose them, they lose value. So they are focused on retaining those individuals. Then they're also dealing with barriers to digital transformation. Some of those barriers are skill gap. A lot of us have a lot of skill gap. Some don't know how to use the internet. There was someone we ran into in a training program we had late last month, in the month of March, in a particular class. And the person was actually calling people to help him to log into a particular internet network. They gave him the password and all those things. But he's looking, he said, where do you click to find the internet? Where do you click? How do you put password? He said, okay, it has loaded. What else do I do from now? Are you kidding me? At this time and age of technology, all right? And yet we want to use those individuals to power and drive technological resources. The gap was too much, as the case is. The second key hurdle organizations are dealing with is culture and resistance to change. Sometimes it is not technology we are resisting. It is the team members, the organization, and the approval level that the organization is having cultural issues with. They are finding it difficult to cope within that organization. So they are resisting change. So that's another barrier that we are dealing with at that point in time. Then also, future availability of talent is dim, is rare. We don't have a lot of talent. Although some of the talent we find on the street are raw talent, youths that have developed themselves from watching YouTube videos, from playing games on their phones, they have built certain skills at that point. But it is still raw. we still need to polish those talents and skills to be able to use them in the professional environment. The last one I'll talk about here is companies that need to adopt new workforce strategies. You need to focus on reskilling. You can't always hire. You say this person is not performing very well, fire him, you fire him and go and hire again. There's no guarantee that the person you hire from outside will have some skills. Recently, we helped an organization to hire a HR manager. And then one of the executives from the organization 2 days ago was having a conversation with me. And he's asking, these HR people, where are they from? Don't they know that technology has moved? Things have moved at that point in time. That the lady is still using a table to do, and what did she call it? He said she is writing list of the things that needs to happen on top of a notebook, and he'll scan it and send it to him. I say, are you kidding me, sir? So why don't he use other tools around the system? She said she doesn't know how to use the tools. As I said, in that case, you have to train her, so to speak. It's too late. You have bought market, and that's the way it is. Once you have hired a staff, you have hired whatever it is that comes with that particular staff. So there's also issue of process and task automation. We are now automating a lot of things. I remember when we started with digital marketing in those days. Sometimes early in the morning, we wake up early to try and come and post. Once it is 12 o'clock, we go and post. We have set up alarm clocks on our phones to remind us when we're going to post. But today, there is automation. You just log into one particular app, prepare all the posts you want to post for the next 1 month across there, then go to sleep. When the time comes, you just post it. You just be receiving message that your post has just gone live. Your advert has just been posted and things like that. That's an example of process and task automation. And if that is the case, in the past when we used to have like 10 digital marketers in one organization, now that we have that kind of arrangement, we need only 1 or 2. What happens to the rest 8 staff? Then there's also skill-based training. We need to eliminate academic degree. And it's not me that is talking, it's the world that is talking. A lot of organizations are now saying academic degree is useless, especially that thing that is called first degree, that thing that is called bachelor's. It is useless in the work world. Another one that is very useless is masters. A lot of organizations are beginning to notice that those who have masters is just an academic exercise, and they cannot translate it to work environment as the case is. Even MBA, today you have someone who just graduated from school. He has 2 years working experience and he has MBA. MBA on what? That's the interesting thing. Because MBA says you're a business manager. What have you done in 2 years of work that you're now managing business, as the case is? So employers are becoming heavily reliant on work experience to access candidates, not education qualification, as the case is at that point in time. So that's the interesting thing of what is happening in the future of work. Now let's narrow it down to the future of AI in business and look at a few possibilities that we're beginning to see at this point in time. All right, because I mean, some of these things are beginning to affect us in various areas. We're beginning to see organizations responding in different ways to address the concerns that they have at that point in time. So the future of AI in business, what are the emerging trends? What are the possibilities we are beginning to see in various areas? We shall look at 6 of them in this conversation, six different trends that we find in the business arena and how various businesses are using them. Let's start with the first one. The first one is from Netflix. And Netflix is not the only organization that uses it, but I'm going to use them as an example. Enhance customer experience through personalization. Companies are leveraging AI-powered algorithms to analyze data and gain valuable insight into their customers' preferences, into the behaviors of the customers, into the needs of the customers. And this has enabled them to deliver highly personalized experience across all their touch points. An example is Netflix. Netflix, we know, is a streaming service company that streams movies, TV shows, and all those things to us. It relies on AI algorithm to recommend the relevant show and movies that you are going to watch. Now, you may like a lot of action movie and you like watching action movie. Another person may like a lot of romance movies. Another person likes suspense movies, secret agent movies, as the case is. Once you log in and watch 1, 2, 3 movies, you notice that the Netflix starts recommending movies related to the ones that you have watched at that point in time. That's an example of an enhanced experience. Instead of giving you alphabetical order, this is our list of movies, like they used to do in the past, list of movies, as the case is. No, it doesn't work that way again. And then there's a particular supermarket that once you walk into that particular supermarket and it scans and recognizes that you're the one that has walked in, instantly in your phone, it sends you recommendation of various products that you can shop for at that point in time. And why is it making those recommendations? It instantly checks your history of purchases, the things you've bought in that place. So maybe you know, he knows that you're the type of person that likes buying groceries. He knows the type of groceries you always buy. It will make recommendations in those particular areas. You're the kind of person that anytime you enter the supermarket, you buy some drinks, as the case is. Instantly, it makes recommendations of all those particular drinks. And instantly, it's showing you what quantity do you want to put in the basket. That's an example of enhanced customer experience and personalization. So Netflix can provide personalized recommendations that cater to individual interests. And this is not only the enhancement of customer experience, it also drives retention and it drives increase in engagement. But according to them, it is estimated that they have grown viewership and shows and retention of customers by approximately 80% because of that personalization. Beside Netflix is another institution called Amazon. Amazon has improved on their operational efficiency and cost reduction in various areas. Through machine learning and automation, their AI system can analyze complex databases, identify patterns, and then make predictions and recommendations at that point in time. They can deploy robots to their warehouses that help them to streamline what kind of resources that they need, pick items from various areas, transport them, and package them very well in various areas. And all this automation of tasks has helped them to reduce costs and increase their efficiency of use at that time. I think we should recommend this to e-commerce organizations like Jumia and Kunga in our environment here in Nigeria. Let's look at more. Let's look at medicine. So accelerated research and development. There are pharmaceutical firms that are able to produce better medications faster than before. You know, in those years, they will make the medicine first. After they make the medicine, they will now look for some of those animals like a guinea pig or like a rat, and then give it the medication and then watch how it reacts to it. And then they keep running several test objects until they finally find a final solution at that point in time. AI has taken over that. AI is now the lab rats. Based on the data of historical research that they have, with all those AI algorithms, they can analyze vast amounts of data, including scientific literature, and know what simulations to perform. And then they're able to produce better medicine at that point in time. In silico, a medicine organization focused on drug discovery uses AI to design and test new candidates. By analyzing various databases and biological data, they are able to clinically try the outcomes of various medications. And they have a high level of success in doing this. And this has earned them the respect in the industry. Beyond medicine, there is also the space of ethical use of AI. In the healthcare sector, for example, the AI is able to identify your history, your medical history, and make proper recommendations to the doctor without the doctor drilling down into your history himself, without the nurse at the reception running through your file and seeing all the things that has happened to you in the past. So AI is able to make that analysis and integrate that as much as possible. So in the healthcare industry, AI applications have the potential to enhance diagnosis, treatment, and patient care. Data protection is critical. because sometimes the diagnosis that they are doing, they need to talk to another lab somewhere else. So, but AI is able to synchronize and have those conversations very, very clearly, and then achieve great results as the case is. Another industry is the financial institutions. You know, the financial institutions, they have a lot of data about you. Your personal information, they have plenty of it, so to speak. In Nigeria, as an example, there are two key codes that every person has. One is your NIN. It has its full information about your address, your personality, and all those things. Two is your BVN. Your BVN has full data about all the places you have bank accounts. And with those bank accounts, we can trace how much balance and all transactions you've had at that point in time. So that's an example of massive data on individuals. There's need for data privacy. So AI is helping them to ensure that they are able to protect your data and that it does not leak out to any place as the case is. Ideally, today, no bank should ask you when you walk into the counter or the office to please write your BVN. And some banks still do it. They say, please fill this form, put your BVN here. Why? When there's already biometric systems, all you need to do is just thumbprints. And once they thumbprint, your BVN appears on their system. So by writing that BVN there, the person sitting beside you will use his eye to scope your BVN. And then before you know it, you start receiving debit alerts. And that's the sad thing about this area. So ethical and transparent AI practices helps us to be careful, right? To manage risk, to manage fraud detection, and then give customers a good experience at that time. So that's some of the things that this has done for us. Finally, in the field of business, what else is AI doing for us? AI is helping us to, like virtual assistants. I'm sure you've seen a lot of virtual assistants. Let me use the banking industry as an example. In the banking industry, UBA has this guy they call Leo, right? Yeah, you can chat Leo and talk to Leo. Zenith has this one they call Ziza or something like that. Ziva. That you can also chat with Ziva. They are virtual assistants that help you to have conversations. GT Bank has their own, but I don't think they have a name for it. All right. And then a couple of other banks also have something at that point in time that you can have conversations with. They are virtual assistants that engage you with your requests, your concerns, and then they respond and solve your problems down the line. And then there's also the space of data analytics. Before, we used to sit down on an Excel sheet and crank and try to develop analytics. But gone are those days. Today, AI is able to perform some of those analytics. Just give it the data and tell it to talk to you based on what it can discover on that particular data, or tell it what you're looking for. Please confirm if there's a correlation between what times we open and close and our sales figure. Please confirm what days of the week we have the most sales. Please confirm what days of the week we have the best customers coming in. Please confirm which branch has the most customer complaints. Based on the data you give AI, it responds and gives you that particular analytics at that time. So this feature of work is clearly the feature of AI in business is clearly very interesting and is helping us to advance as much as possible. Now, for the rest of our conversation, I will need you to have your computer by your side because you need to do some practical class with me. Now, I want to take you through working creatively with generative AI. One of the powerful tools out there in the market that allows us to generate creatively is the tool that is referred to as Canva. Canva is a powerful tool for designing. When Canva started, it was just a drag and drop. You pick, drag, drop it in various areas, and then you have your design. But today, Canva has gone beyond that. Now you can create with AI tools inside Canva, all right? And then it helps you to design anything that you want at that point in time. Canva has what is called their magic studio. And in their magic studio, all you need to do is just give it an instruction, tell it what you're looking for, and instantly it will create or generate a concept that is ready to take to market immediately. And interestingly, I did some. So I went to Canva and told you that, look, I want you to create some quotes for me, and quotes that are related to what I do and some of those particular things. And this is what Canva gave to me, including my picture inside it. I did not do any design at all. I just simply say, Canva, please give me a quote on happiness. Then give me a quote on success that is attributed to me. And I typed that to it, and it gave me these particular things. Easy does it. In 5 seconds, I am ready to post online. So no need of going to CorelDRAW, no need of going to Adobe, no need of going to all the other design tools. Even on Canva, no need of me trying to position my picture and position things in the right place. Canva has done it at that point in time, seamlessly. So in this particular one, all I need to do is just add one. If I add one logo here now, I can post this as my quote of the week. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success, by Albert Schweitzer. Simply, I can throw it out there. Or this particular one that is now me. I can then throw this out in the market that says, success is not just about winning. It's about scaling your potential and achieving your dreams. I can post this one. So that's an example of what AI creative tools can do for you. But if you think this is child's play, let me show you more from Canva. So I went to Canva and I told Canva, right? Please, Canva, create with me. And this is the prompt I gave it. I said, Canva, please design for me 3 Instagram posts that I am promoting 20% discount for a coaching program that I have. And my coaching program is entitled Winning at Scale. Please give me 3 posts that I can send on Instagram at that point in time. Do you want to see the posts? Do you want to see what Canva gave to me? Type yes if you want to see. Let me show you what Canva gave to me. Type yes if you want to see what Canva gave to me. All right, thank you very much. And it's amazing what Canva did. The first time I typed that, this is what Canva gave to me. Can you see? It says 20% of winning at scale. That's the first one it generated. Because I asked for 3, so it generated 3 instantly. 20% of winning at scale. Unlock 20% off winning at scale. This one says limited time offer. Unlock your potential with winning at scale. Enjoy a 20% discount today only. And all of these were editable in Canva. I can change the image, I can change the picture, I can change the text. It gave me these 3. All I need to do is just download, click download, and instantly I'll start posting on Instagram. Fantastic model, so to speak. But I just felt, when I looked at Canva, I said, no, this, I told Canva that this, it doesn't catch me well. I need to make some adjustments. So I now made adjustment on the prompt I gave to Canva. This is my adjustment. Adjusted the prompt. Design for me 3 Instagram posts on a 20% discount for my coaching program entitled Winning at Scale. I now added, include pictures of a rocket taking off and make the 20% bold. Why? Because I looked at this and I said, I need to show something that shows scale, you know, and I thought that rocket would give an example. This one shows scale small, but I did feel it was a good way of, it was a good scale as the case is at that point in time. Okay, sorry, I had a call coming. So the next thing I now asked it to do is to add a rocket to it. And that particular rocket that is going to add to it, that it is also supposed to make the 20% bold. I want the 20% to stand out very well. Now, so this is what it gave to me when I asked for it. Here you go. Can you see? Super better than the first one. And all I needed to do was just include picture of a rocket, take it off, and make the 20% bold. And that's all I did at that point in time. So lift 20%, can you see? Lift off, 20% discount. Join winning at scale now. The second one he gave to me, get 20% off your coaching. Unlock your potential with a 20% discount on our coaching program today. The last one, launch your success today. Get 20% off winning at scale. Fantastic. Fantastic. See why you need to fire your graphic designer. You don't need your graphic designer again. With the way AI is going, a lot of us, we don't need, there are certain professional things we do that those jobs are no longer necessary in the world, as the case is at this point in time. Now let's try this. Let me engage you in a very quick practical exercise. You are going to design your own. I'm going to ask you to, we'll go to Canva and tell Canva to design for me 3 Instagram posts on a leadership quote in blue colors. So let me switch my screen to another screen so we can try this very fast. Okay, please confirm you can see my browser. All right, so I'm going to go to Canva. Canva create, all right? Canva create. And then this is not it. Is the home screen I want to go to. Okay, so that's Canva. Okay, so it is loading. While it's loading, let me share that prompt. The prompt I'm going to share to Canva for it to generate this basic information. Okay, so it's downloading. So I'm just going to click here. You notice here it has your design template and Canva AI. So I'm going to click on Canva AI. I've clicked on Canva AI. It's coming. So it says, describe your idea and what you want to do. So I'm just going to paste. So it says, design for me 3 Instagram posts on a leadership quote in blue colors. And so I'm asking it to generate that. Okay, it's cranking that up. So while that is coming up, so let me see. Says it's polishing the design. All right, good. It is good to go. And there it has created the can you see? It has created the 3. I asked for 3, right? It's like it gave me 4. So that's the first one. Effective leadership. Effective leadership inspires others to achieve greatness. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one. The other one says, the second one, leading with confidence and vision. Empowering leaders inspire their teams to succeed. Then this says, lead with purpose. Inspire others to succeed. I think there's one last one. And then this is the last one. Inspire through leadership. lead like you mean it, empower others to achieve greatness. So instantly, you choose any three you want from here, and you go straight to Instagram. You're good to go at that point in time, and you can engage your clients, your customers at that point. But let me try and adjust. Let me adjust what I have posted. What if I make an adjustment? So let me close this. That's okay, please adjust this thing. So the adjustment says here, this time I say design for me 3 Instagram posts with on a leadership quote in blue colors, but I've added what? With a beach. I think this is spelling of beach, right? With a beach background. So I want a beach background in it. You notice that all the ones I did, that they are all in blue colors because I told you that to use blue colors. Like I said, they always talk to you. See, yeah, I say, got it. Let me work on those Instagram posts with a beach background for you. I'll do my best. I'll do my best quote in blue colors with a beach background. Now it is cranking it out at that point in time. It's almost there. Just give it one few seconds. Voila. Here you see, this is the first one. Very neat with a beach background. Leadership is about inspiring others. Embrace the journey and lead with purpose. 3 things. 1, leadership quote. 2, blue color. 3, beach background. And he got the design correctly. The other ones are also similar. See the beach background, see the blue environment, and see the quote there. Leadership is not about being in charge, but empowering others to excel. The next one. True leaders lift others as they rise together. Great leaders inspire action and drive positive change. And let's look at the last one. This is the last one. Great leaders inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more at that point in time. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. All right. And guess what? For each of these, you can adjust it. You can even add images to it. See? Like this particular one here. You can adjust it. You see this place, you can change the image. Maybe I don't like this beach. I change it to this particular beach. Beach background. You see, it changes at that point in time. Or this particular one that is done here, that he gave me at this point in time, I can change the text. I don't like embrace the journey and lead with purpose for tomorrow. For tomorrow. You see, it has done it. So you can change the text, you can change the image, you can change everything right there on Canva. And then you generate this and then you post, you're good to go. So what are we saying? By means of this particular conversation with Canva, what we have agreed and demonstrated is that you can actually use AI creatively to achieve great results in what you're doing as a case. This is just one case study, one example as the cases. Are we back? Is the presentation showing now? Yes, beautiful. So that's an example. So those are the 2 cases I gave it. I gave you the first instruction. First one is design for me a leadership quote with a blue background, and he designed it. The second one, I asked it to design for me a leadership quote with a blue information and also with a beach background. And he respected those 3 information at that point in time. And he gave it as expected. And we were able to achieve that result at that point in time. So technically is that you got those 3, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Well, I am using the online version and I didn't pay anything, right? It's free, right? The one I'm using, maybe they will limit and say, maybe I can only generate 20 designs in a month or something like that. But I mean, for a starter, for a beginner, I think that's enough for you to throw some of your designs on it. I didn't pay for Canva and I was able to do this. It's when you want to do other types, maybe you're designing a book, a complete publication or something like that, they may ask you to upgrade. But for the basic activities, as the case is, I'm sure you can do this very well at this point in time. All right, so my last case study for you here is on music.
Okay, I want to connect it.
Do you believe that this picture was generated by AI? And it says, simply generate the picture of a 9-year-old, I think it was 9-year-old, who said, lady wearing a spacesuit, all right, without the helmet, singing before a microphone on a stage. And it gave this. So AI music generator, the future of music is here with AI. Generative AI is transforming music creation and editing by enabling the generation of new music from text prompts, from existing music, even from voices, as the case is. Tools like Adobe's Project Music, Gen AI Control allows users to create music, adjust tempos and structure, and remix or loop, right? You can do all those things within AI. Let me show you one tool from Adobe, and you see how you can use it to achieve the same results. Let me see if I can share. I don't think my... Okay, so let me share sound. Trying to share my sound. Okay, beautiful. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is directly from a YouTube. I'm playing from YouTube directly. So let's see.
I'm from Adobe here. I'm super excited to show you this new project from Adobe Research using generative AI to co-create music. Let's go check it out. What's up, Nick?
How you doing, Dom?
Pretty good. I heard you got a new project cooking up.
Yeah, I've been working on some music co-creation with precise control. I can take an input melody that sounds like this, and then you can generate the accompaniment. In this case, some film music.
That's cool. That's just from a prompt?
Yeah, yeah. Do you want to hear something else?
Yeah, let's do hip hop.
All right, one sec. Check out this other example where I can control the intensity up or down.
That was intense.
Did you write any songs?
Yeah, I actually do make music.
What type of songs do you write?
I like to write love songs.
Love songs? All right, I got some R&B music.
R&B music, okay.
With a little chorus verse intro type thing. Yeah, take a listen.
Okay, yeah, I could definitely hear the difference between the chorus and the beginning of the song. And it generated that by itself?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What about loops? I need loops all the times for my videos.
We can generate loops just from a text prompt. Take a listen to this.
That's cool, man. So sometimes I have videos, but the music isn't long enough. Do you have a solution for that?
Yeah, check this out. I can take this classical piece of music and make it longer. All right, now here's the lengthened one.
That's cool. It created a whole different sequence for it. So what else can you do with this?
So you can actually combine all these things together. So I can, for example, take the length extension and also fade it out.
And fade out. A lot of people think generative AI is only for images, but Adobe Research is breaking new grounds on audio too, making tools that are accessible for everyone.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's an example of how AI helps you to generate music also. You're able to achieve the same thing we're able to achieve that musicians do, that we pay musicians sometimes. For example, if you're developing a commercial for your organization, you download, there are certain media that you can download and you pay for those particular audio as the cases. But here AI generates it for you for free as the cases. Let me show with you how we can generate a full music with AI. In this case, there are different platforms that you can use to generate music with AI. Right on the screen, I have shared about 5 of them. There is Suno. Suno is a platform for creating music. Mubet is another platform. Soundful is another one. Iva is another one. And of course, there's Audio Modern Playbeats. Any one of these 5 can help you to create some of the music platforms that we have shared at this point in time. So let me take you back to, let's go back to the web and try to prepare a music. But before I go, what music am I going to prepare? So the music I'm going to prepare does not exist. So I crank this up. So here's the music I'm going to create. I'm going to create music. This music is not real, right? It's the music of a cat, right? Meow, you know cat, right? Okay. So I'm going to create a catchy, playful, pop, whimsical song narrating a day in the life of a house cat. In that music, I'm going to include thoughts about the cat, what the cat thinks about human beings, his human companion, their quest for the perfect nap spot, and their nighttime adventures, including cat sounds in the chorus. You know, cats, 1, they're always playful. So I want a music that is playful. 2, I want, you know, cats, they don't send human beings. When you chase them, they just look at you and walk away. They don't send you. Meanwhile, you need them. 3, cats, they are always sleeping. That's why we say they are lazy. They are always sleeping. I don't know whether is my screen still showing? Yes, it's still showing. And then finally, cats don't sleep in the night. In the night, they walk around the whole place. You wonder where they have gone to, as the case is. So I'm going to generate a music based on this, right? I'm going to create a 2 minutes music based on this particular item. We're going to use any of this, you can use any of these platforms to generate the music, but I'm going to generate the music using the first one, Suno. I'm going to go to Suno and see what Suno can give me. So Jesus says he can't hear very clearly. Please, can you hear me clearly? Please confirm. Please confirm you can hear me. Just in the chat box, just confirm if you can hear me very clearly. All right, beautiful. So just so if you're still having this problem, maybe you should log out and log in again. All right, so let's go to the web. This time we're going to a platform that is called Suno. So just type suno.com and click enter. It will bring you to this particular page. All right, this is what Suno's page looks like. Sometimes you don't have to log in initially, but for you to create the sound, it will request you to log in. And of course, there are some, it has a paid version, but I'm using the free version to make this particular exercise so I can understand and see how it works. So I'm waiting for it to load. Just give it 1 second. Once it loads, we're going to And the beauty of it is that you can change the way the music plays, whether you want it to be pop music, reggae music, rap music, R&B music, any genre you want, is going to generate it for you at that point in time. And it's very cool, as the case is. All right. This is taking time. All right, so it's almost there. So once it comes up, what you should do is go to the left bar here. You'll see what is called create. Just click on create. Once you click on create, it's going to prompt you. Is either you click create here, or at the top here, you can see create. You can see create at the top here. You can type in whatever music that you want to create, any prompt you want to give to it, and it is going to create the music for you at that point in time. I have clicked create. I wonder why my system is slow now. So let's see if I can use this one up here. So I've clicked on create. So it's trying to create that. Let me see if I can maybe this will be faster than this screen. So I can close my Canva. Let me close the Canva screen. All right, so this is ready. So just going to ask it to so I'm just going to click on create here. One second, it's coming. All right, so beautiful. So that's the create screen. So I'm just going to type here what it should create for me. So here, create a song. Good. So I've entered what it should create, and I'm going to ask it to go ahead and do the creation. It's asking me to upgrade. I've reached my limits. So it's asking me to upgrade. So what I'm going to do is to sign up with another name to quickly show this to you so you can see. Let me see. Okay, so this is suno.com. So I'm sharing my Firefox screen. Good. So I've switched the screen to this one. So this says I should 1 second, it's coming up. Okay, so it says it's giving me the opportunity to create here. So let me type that. Okay, so that's what I want to create. Start to create. So I should sign up to listen. So I should create my account with Google. What's this? Oh, so if you don't have these accounts, let me see. So let me play the one I have pre-recorded earlier. The process is taking time. So let me just go ahead and play what I have previously recorded and see how that plays. This is a network glitch. It's taking its time. I'm sure this is heavy for it to process. Just 1 second. Okay, so I have that out now. So let me play the song for you. Let's see. Let's change the sharing screen to this. Okay, so that's the cat song. Let me see if I can have that play now. So that's the lyric. That's the lyric he wrote on the cats. Let me see.
I woke up with the sun on my fur, that's life. Human stretches, coffee's brewing. Oh, their morning strife. I stroll to the window, a birdie's inside, plotting my leap, but not worth the fight. Meow, meow, purr, life's a blur. Paws on the counter, I'm the ruler for sure. Meow, meow, scratch, humans react. This is my kingdom, they just pay the rent. In fact, caution's flow. The human size, not the laundry they groan. But hey, if it fits, it's clearly my zone. Meow, meow, purr, life's a blur. Pause on the counter, I'm the ruler for sure. Meow, oh, meow, meow, scratch, humans react. This is my kingdom, they just pay the rent. Exact. Under the moon, I'm a sleek midnight spy, chasing shadows on walls. Don't ask me why. Silence at first, then a crash of ice. Oh dear, but my innocent face makes the humans cheer. They think they're in charge, oh the sweet little fools. But I trained them well with my silent rules. Feed me, adore me, worship at my feet. And maybe, just maybe, I'll refrain from deceit. Meow, meow, purr, life's a blur. Pause on the counter, I'm the ruler for sure. Meow, meow, scratch, humans react. This is my kingdom, they just pay the rent. Insact.
Okay, so that's my meow meow song by my cat, as the case is, so to speak. So you can also generate your own any
Fucking cloud chaser. Master your track, polish your sound. Now you ignore my stuff.
All right, so good. So that's exactly how you can generate music using Suno. But Suno allows you to generate Okay, sorry, that was the network. So like I said, I'm going to drop in your chat box this particular music that we just had play at this point. So let me just get that for you. So you can download it to your phone and let it inspire you as what is possible. Good. So I've sent it. It should appear in your chat very soon. So let's summarize what we have covered so far in our discussion today. Okay, good. AI to generate music, depending on the kind of outfit, you can come up with something. We looked at how to use Canva to create various kinds of designs and graphics within your system. Then we looked at the future of AI in business and how we can deliver results in this particular area. Then we looked at what the future trends are for AI within the business, so to speak, and how they can help us to achieve various results as the case is. So in terms of your freebie, because we say we're going to share a tool, so please join us for our 30 days challenge as the case is. If you're interested in this challenge, once you receive our evaluation, so to speak, we'll send you a message with it, and then you can engage in a 30 days AI generative challenge, where each day you try to do something in AI that helps you to advance your career and your knowledge and your understanding of AI as the case is. If you're in HR and you're interested in looking at some of the things we've done in AI, we have a program on generative AI intelligence for the HR department. It is recorded, it's something you can access and then learn from it also. And it also includes on how you can build a micro learning, just-in-time learning implications for it using AI, how you can build yourself, train yourself in AI using each of those particular applications. Once again, thank you very much for the time with us. And if you have any questions or feedback, we can take them now as the case is. Thank you very much. For those who have asked for recording, I'm sure my colleagues will discuss with you how you get the recording. And if you have any other question, I can take the conversation now. Thank you. Thank you, Yemi. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you everyone for joining us for this session. We hope it was very impactful. We hope you learned a lot. I was wowed by the session. How to create music, lyrics, you know, how to even do flyer. You know, it was a whole lot, and I'll still have to go back and watch the videos. And I think some of you will agree with me that you also want to go back to watch the video. So we'll be sending the link of this recorded sessions to everyone that has attended the session. Please join me to thank Mr. Joe for this wonderful session. Let's type on the comment on the chat box. Let's say thank you, Mr. Joe, for this wonderful session. If you really enjoyed it, just type on the chat box. Yes, thank you very much, sir. We really, really appreciate the session. All right, please, if you have any other question, feel free to act on the chat box. We'll be here for another 5 minutes before we end the session.